What's up, everybody? I'm Nikki.
And I'm Brandon.
And we recently made the move from the United States to Mexico.
And we got a lot of questions, just people wanting to know what's going on, how is it, what made us do the move. So we just wanted to address some of those questions.
But before we address the questions, we want you to get to know who we are.
We can make our home everywhere. We can make our home everywhere. As long as we've got God on our side. As long as we've got God on our side.
Hey, move around, see the world, get into it. Nikki, Bella, Brandon, Chandler, do it. Trust in God, you can roam anywhere. The Davis family firm, we make home everywhere, yeah.
So a lot of people know me as Nikki Nicole or your girl Nikki because I've been in radio for about 20 years now, and that's kind of where me and Brandon's story started. I was a radio DJ at Winston-Salem State University, and I was playing his music. He was a really well-known artist in the North Carolina area at the time, and so we would see each other in passing at events, at clubs, and we didn't talk. We didn't, it wasn't like we were dating. It was just, I was in radio, he was in...
She was on me.
I was not.
She was on me.
I was not. But that's kind of how we were introduced to each other because of our relationship in the media entertainment space.
And then one night we run into each other at a club in Raleigh. She was hosting, I was out there selling my music, and we just sat in the club and talked for maybe like 3-4 hours straight. And it just kind of grew from there.
So we were married in 2013, and what I didn't say before is when I met Brandon, I was in just a really dark space in my life, trying to figure out what life was about, like we all are around that time in our 20s. And he was on a spiritual journey, which I didn't quite understand. Now, I had always been in church, but he really showed me and introduced me to God in a way that I had never experienced before. And so in 2013, we get married, and I'm still working at K97.5 in Raleigh, and just feeling unfulfilled. The music wasn't sitting right in my spirit anymore, and I wanted to do something different. And that was the first time I walked away from radio.
And we went on the road, and she would go out on the road, sell music with me. We created like our own TV shows, DVDs, like books, everything. We just traveled all over the Southeast, Florida, Georgia,
South Carolina, Mississippi.
We would rent booths in malls, flea markets, and just grind. And it was some really hard times, but it was probably the best time in our relationship in terms of just getting close to God, getting close to each other.
Yes.
And being able to be away from all the noise and just really experience each other as a new couple.
Yeah, and we had a Chevy Impala, we had 2 suitcases, and we had a Mac desktop computer so he could edit while he was on the road. That's where he started editing and picked up the camera for the first time, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and now that I look back on it, those traveling moments and being able to move around actually plays into us picking up and leaving the States to come to Mexico, which a lot of people didn't understand. But for us, we're like, this is normal for us. Moving to Mexico is like, we should have been did this a long time ago, to be honest with you.
We are the Davis family firm, and we just moved from the United States to Mexico. Come along for the journey
as we show you why we believe
that with God and each other, we can make our home
everywhere.
My name is Champion.